Okay, welcome to another class on common mistakes. This course costs only £10 if you come to skype-lessons.com. Today's lecture is lecture number 90, believe it or not. There are at least 45 or 50 quizzes on the course. So please come to my website and you'll even get, I can promise you, a live class where you'll be speaking for at least 10 minutes and I'll be correcting your mistakes. And you need a lot of speaking practice whenever you're learning a foreign language. So please take advantage of this offer because it won't be around forever. Okay, so common mistakes. Here are 13 mistakes that my students have made, and you'll see that these mistakes have cropped up in a few other classes on this very course. So number one, you have to fulfill forms all the time. I think this is a new one. Now, of course, you don't fulfill forms. There are a number of things you can fulfill, but you don't fulfill forms. You fill in or fill out forms. So it's not fulfill forms, it's fill in is correct, or fill out is also correct. Yeah, fill in and fill out are synonyms, strangely enough. With a form, you can fill out the form or you can fill in the form. Okay, so both phrasal verbs work there. With form, strangely enough, they sound like opposites, but they're not. Here they are synonyms, okay? And fulfill works very well with fulfill certain requirements. Yeah, so if there are certain requirements on a project or something like that, you will need to, something might need to fulfill certain requirements. Yeah, something about the project might need to fulfill certain requirements. The people working on the project might need to fulfill certain requirements. And the people working on the project might need to fulfill their obligations, their duties. They might need to fulfill a mission. And you can fulfill the needs of somebody and fulfill a prophecy as well. The prophecy can be fulfilled, meaning that it comes true in some kind of way. The prophecy was correct and it is fulfilled. Okay, so there are a few collocations with fulfill. Number two, I work as a doctor for about 20 years. Now this has definitely come up before. For is a signal for perfect tenses. And remember, sometimes it's perfect simple, have done, and sometimes it's perfect continuous, have been doing. And with work, you can say I have worked or I have been working. Yeah, with work and live and feel, with these three verbs, it doesn't make much difference if you use them in simple or continuous. And I mean simple or continuous in the ordinary sense and simple or continuous in the perfect sense as well. So you can say I work here or I'm working here. And you can say I have worked here as a doctor for about 20 years or I've been working. I'm going to write that one down, but I have worked is also correct. Yeah, I've worked as a doctor for about 20 years. Yeah, but you must use the perfect forms. I have been working or I have worked as a doctor for about 20 years. And it really is just those three verbs where the simple and the continuous, it doesn't seem to make much difference whether you use simple or continuous. I don't feel any difference in meaning between those two. Okay, number three, you spend more time to obtain a diagnosis. This is obviously the same doctor who is my student talking, and he's complaining about the bureaucracy that is now there in the hospitals. I totally sympathise. There's so much bureaucracy now in the schools. So many times you have to spend most of your time filling in forms or something like that. So you spend more time obtaining, not to obtain. It's spend time doing. You spend more time obtaining a diagnosis. Yeah, obtaining a diagnosis.